All right, today we're taking a trip to Turkey's Aegean coast. And this isn't just any travel guide. We're going to dive into a place where ancient history isn't just something you see in ruins, it's something you can actually taste. Seriously, we're going to explore how the past is literally served up on a plate in this incredible region. So let's get right into it. So let me ask you this. If you wanted to find the most authentic, most memorable meal in a land this historic, where would you go? Your first thought might be, some fancy, high-end restaurant with a world-famous chef. But the real answer, it's probably going to surprise you.
According to Osman Sezener, who's a real pioneer of Turkey's farm-to-fork movement, that magic isn't in those glossy, high-end spots at all. No, it's found in the most humble places, in village homes, at simple little roadside stalls, and wandering through bustling village markets. That's where you'll find the real heart, the true soul of Aegean cuisine.
So let's start there, with this incredible taste of tradition. We're talking about a farm-to-fork approach that, well, it isn't some new trendy thing here. It's just a way of life. It's this deep, direct connection to the land and to the people who've been cooking this exact same way for generations.
And Sezener actually points us to some specific spots, villages like Seferhisar, Karaburun, and Bottomlers. You got to understand, these are not tourist traps. They're these little pockets of real life, just packed with hidden culinary gems. Small, family-run places where the food is honest, simple, and so deeply rooted in tradition. And just think about this for a second. This isn't about perfectly measured ingredients or following some complicated recipe book. It's a kind of wisdom passed down through generations where grandmothers just cook by instinct, by feel. It is history you can literally eat.
Okay, so let's move from the plate to the glass. Because if the food here is a taste of tradition, then the wine, well, the wine is basically a time machine. It is a direct portal into the ancient world.
6,000. And no, that is not a typo. The winemaking tradition in a place called Urla is 6,000 years old. Just try to wrap your head around that. It's this almost unimaginable thread of time connecting the winemakers of today directly to their ancient predecessors. And the best part is, this isn't just something you have to read about in a history book. You can actually go and experience this legacy firsthand. The Urla wine route is a living, breathing network of vineyards, and they're all carrying that 6,000-year-old torch forward. And when you're on that route, you're not just going to find the usual suspects. You're going to discover these amazing indigenous grapes like Bornave Mesquite, Sultanier, and Boazgare. These are grapes that literally tell the story of this specific place, its soil, its climate. It is a taste you just can't find anywhere else on the entire planet. So now that we've connected the food and the wine to this really deep past, let's kind of pull the camera back a bit and look at the huge historical stage where this all takes place. I mean, the Aegean coast is, of course, famous for its absolutely mind-blowing ancient cities. We're talking about places like Ephesus, Priene, and Pergamon. These were once the thriving, bustling centers of incredibly powerful civilizations. Their ruins are this constant, stunning reminder of just how important this region has been throughout history. What's really wild is the sheer depth here. It wasn't just one great empire that came and went. This region has been home to a whole succession of them. You've got Minoans and Mycenaeans, Ionians, Romans, Ottomans, the list goes on. And every single one of those civilizations left its own unique layer, its own little mark on the culture that we see today.
So, let's try to tie all these threads together. We've got food from unwritten traditions, wine from these ancient vines, and a landscape that is just echoing with thousands of years of history. So what does that actually feel like when you put it all together?
Well, according to Osman Sezener, you can capture it in something incredibly simple. Just picture this. You're sitting on a terrace as the sun goes down. You're sipping a local wine, and you're pairing it with the region's own incredible olive oil and a piece of traditional Tulum cheese. And that's the key, right? Because that whole experience, it just goes way beyond taste. It's not just about what's on your plate or in your glass. It's about where you are. It's about the history that is literally beneath your feet. And it's about the quiet tranquility of that exact moment. It really is a feeling. And Sezener just sums it up perfectly. The absolute essence of the Aegean experience comes down to these three things: flavor, place, and a sense of peace. It's the perfect combination of taste, of history, and of atmosphere. So, all of this leaves us with a final thought to chew on. The food of the Aegean tells a story that's thousands of years old. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? The next time you sit down for a meal, anywhere in the world. Just ask yourself, what history is hiding on your plate?